Before we jump into this video, I wanted you guys know that I'm currently building my own guild. If you're looking for a highly competitive and also fun and enjoyable guild, join my Discord, link in the description below. Let's start with the video. Now, before we jump into the build, one important thing, guys, please, if you do not have the CP requirement to do so, just apply the strategy to wherever you are currently at or what you're comfortable farming with. If you're doing tier 7, tier 8, tier 9, tier 6, whatever it may be, just apply that strategy to your current CP. Now, when it comes to the build for Jinwoo, I'm definitely using Plum just to buff up the crit damage and everything. And for the weapon, you have two choices. You can either go with Phoenix Soul. If you do not have Phoenix Soul, the more free-to-play friendly option would be the Radiro bow. It works out perfectly fine as well. I just like to use that new weapon because I want to see new animations, something new. Actually very free with your supports. I just personally like Min overall. Min is always the best choice for that, to be honest, because he just applies that damage taken debuff. And then I also am using Cha for the extra crit debuffs on the enemy. And I do like using Wuchinchul for this one because Eiberg is jumping around quite a bit. So I like casting him because he provides a break. And to top it off, he gives you 2 additional dashes. So you have 5 dashes when you go into the fight. Skill build, armor break, decimation for breaking and for a lot of damage output. And for the second skill, we are using Crushing Blow Ascension. And for the Blessing Stones, we are using Reawakening, Pulverize, Weakness Detection, and Double-Edged Sword. Double-Edged Sword can be replaced with whatever you have, basically. You can use Bloodlust, Shot Perception, like if you can use Swiftness if you do not want to use Wuchinchul, for example. This highly depends on you, but I feel like so Weakness Detection and Pulverize is a must. Reawaken is always good, and I feel like it's also very good because you're trying to spam Crushing Blow a little bit more. Oh yeah, and before I forget, for the artifacts, full curse set on Jinwoo, and whatever you want on the rest. Probably just something to boost your CP to get out of the red range, and that's about it. Step 1, cast Plum to get an extra buff. So Plum is already on cooldown, so you can get to the max stacks faster, because at the beginning here you have to wait a little bit. Now here at the beginning you just walk till he reaches the very end. Then you shadow step. At this spot you're going to shadow step so you're not in the way of his AE on the ground, and then cast Wuchinchul. Because with Wuchinchul we have now 5 dashes. Plum is available, so we cast Plum to get that stack and use the Ascension Break. Ascension Break we need for filling up our ult meter. For some reason that thing hit me. Usually it should not. Now we keep casting. Now we have all the 5 stacks for Plum. And we have dashes available. Now we are in a decent spot. I'm just waiting for him to now attack me. There we go. Shadow step. Get him down a little bit. Now we're just waiting for one more. There we go. Shadow step this time. Break him. Dodge. Charge up our attacks, cast everything we have, and then Phoenix Soul. And now you need to have the right spot, and then cast the ult when the towers appear. It's a little bit iffy with the positioning, but if you get the right spot, you're breaking these towers, and then you can proceed to damage it. And then he's just using that one attack, get a shadow step, and then just charge your ult. Not your ult, I mean the skill, armor break, and your Phoenix Soul, and that's about it. So to make it simple, it's all about timing when it comes to Eiberg. You just want to prep up right before he's casting his 2 towers, get your ult ready, just do all your damage while he's in break state. When he comes out of the break state, you want to position yourself correctly to destroy both towers with your ultimate skill, and then just proceed with simple shadow steps into armor break, into weapon skill, and Eiberg should be dead. That's for that. Let's move to Tusk. Now, when it comes to Tusk, there's a very specific build for tackling this boss here. The shadows were the same, but here we are using for support Alicia, Fisher, and Min. Fisher just in case when Tusk is doing his shield thing, so you can remove that shield. Alicia is there for the stun, and Min for the damage increase. For the weapon, we are going to use Plum and the West Wind. Now for the skills, we're using Armor Break Weapon Wave for a damage increase, and we're going to use the Dark skill Multi-Strike Illusion for break, and as well for the blessings. We remove the double-edged sword for the daily quest completion. This one you can use because Tusk is going to summon these annoying towers, and to not worry about dealing with that, you can just use the daily quest completion to just tank through his big attack. Non-actual combat with Tusk. At the very beginning of this fight, we do not do anything specific in particular. What we are doing right now is just trying to get him very low on his break bar without actually breaking him, and getting our plum stacks up, as well maybe getting 1 or 2 West Wind stacks, and we are waiting for him to cast his Hymn of Giant skill. Oh, and before I forget, if you're curious about how my summons went, go check out this video I posted today. That was actually the luckiest and funniest summon session I had in a while. Now he's casting his Hymn of Giant skill. You wanna dodge this one and basically wait for his next attack to hit, the Hymn of Agony, and you do want to get a Shadow Step here off. So this is where you start. Shadow Step, Armor Break, cast Min, dodge for Plum buff, charge up your West Wind, charge up West Wind again, use Alicia to stun him if you time it perfectly. And now this is the thing is, so we prepared daily quest completion to tank this one, but you know what, there is an alternative way to tank this through. Right before he drops his ball, as soon as you see that ball moving, you're using multi-strike. What we see there, we got invincibility frames. So this way you do not have to worry about the towers anymore, because you can just cheese through them. And yeah, that's about it. Now in the process of recording this video, I broke my controller. So smash the like button for the dedication, and also don't forget to leave a comment down below. Thanks guys for watching. See you with the next one. Deuces.